Hello students, in today's class I am going to start exercise 15.1 visualizing solid shapes. This is exercise 15.1. Let's begin with question number 1. Identify the nets which can be used to make cubes. So what you need to do, it is mentioned here, cut out copies of nets and try it. Okay, cut out copies of net and try it. So you need to take a graph paper. Okay, first you need to take a graph paper and draw figures like this. Then afterward cut. Okay, you have to first draw then cut. After that you try while folding it. Try to make cube while folding it. Cube means you have to fold and make the box like this. If it is possible to make with these nets, then this is the net of a cube, otherwise not. Okay, so this is the part which you have to do in your home. If you have any doubt, then I will give you demo of it in next video. But for this you need to tell me and write at comment box. So see, the given net can be folded as follow. How you need to fold? Do you see the colors, different colors here? This is for the first net. Okay, so this part you have to fold first, then you have to fold it first. Accordingly you need to fold all. Okay, try it and try to make net. And later on, after making all these nets, how you have to paste in your register. So in the register, suppose this is the net. Suppose this is the net of cube. So in this you need to paste only the shaded part in your copy. Okay, and the remaining part let it be open in your copies. Then I will fold it and make. Clear? Only this portion you need to paste and remaining part let it be open as folded. Clear? So this thing you have to do in your copy. So in each of the following, only one box you have to paste. Remaining part let it be open. Now question number 2. Dice are cubes with the dots on each face. Opposite faces of a die always have a total of 7 dots on them. So it is given to us. If you see a die means this. Okay, this is a die. If you count the opposite face means this is 1. So the opposite of it, what should be there? 6. Why? Because it is saying the total of their opposite face is always 7. This is the very interesting thing to know. Now let's see this in this die. Here we have 5. So opposite of it, what number should we have? 5 plus 2, 7. So the answer is 2. Okay. Now we have to write the number in the following nets of cube. Okay. So here also what you can do? You can cut this from the graph paper, then afterward write the following numbers and try to write the numbers on it. See, after that you have to mention the numbers like this. These are the numbers. In copy, first you need to draw this. Okay, then afterward you have to cut it, then fold it like this and make cube like this. Then afterward see where you have mentioned 4, 5 and 6, then write the numbers opposite of it and then open and paste like this. Okay, so you will found that these are the following number you will get in your answer. Question number 3, can this be a net of for a die? Explain your answer. So if in this the opposite, if in this the opposite numbers sum is 7, then it is a net of die, otherwise it is not. If the sum of their opposite faces is 7, then it is a net of die, otherwise it is not a net of die. Clear? So let it, you can check. This is similar to this. So first one is 1 and 2, that is okay. Then 5 and 3, here we have 4 not 5, so this should be false. No, it is not a net of a die. Clear? You can see the details. It can be observed that the opposite faces of the die so form 2 and 5, 1 and 4, 3 and 6 on them. The sum of the numbers on the opposite faces comes to 7, 5, 9 respectively. Hence, in case of dice, the number sum of the number on the opposite faces should be 7. Hence, this is not a net of a dice. Okay. Now question number 4. Here is an incomplete net of a cube, complete in at least 2 different ways. So beta, in 2 different ways how you can make another box and make T here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 and this one like this. Okay. Another one you can make 1, 2, 3, 4 and in between you can make. Okay, so these are the 2 structures. You can make this one or any other different ways. So you have made so many nets of cube, anyone you can pick. So as in easy way, in first you can make capital T and second you make small t. Okay, capital T means the structure like this, and small t means structure like this. Okay. Question number 5, match the nets of the with appropriate solids. So this is very easy question. I'm going to tell you which one match with which one. Okay, let's begin. Okay, see, this is the net of cube. Okay, this is the net of cylinder, this is the net of cone, and this is the net of square pyramid. This is the answer. Clear? We have already studied all these net in introduction part. Question number 1, copy and make the figure in isometric sketch. So these are the answers of it. First you have to make the following in the graph paper or squared paper, then afterward you have to draw the same in isometric paper. Okay, always keep in mind what is the difference you will leave in isometric sketch or in graph paper. Okay, so here we have the answer. You can see it and draw by own self in your copy. Clear? Now one more thing I want to tell you, where you will get isometric paper. If you have brother and sister, or if you have any practical copy, okay, so at last you will see the pages like this. Okay, so from there you can cut and draw. Secondly, if in your neighborhood any other student will be there, So if they have the practical copy and they are making on it, so you can take that page and do photocopy and try. Third, you can take printout from the internet. Okay. Also, it is very good if you will get these paper in stationery, so that is very good for you. Now, most important thing what you have to notice here, the dots. Okay, in stationery if you will go, so might be they will give you the paper like this. This is not an isometric paper, this is a square dot paper. Why? The structures made square. But if you will see these paper, isometric paper, they have an equilateral triangle. They are making equilateral triangle. Okay, that is the difference between the isometric square paper or isometric paper. So you can copy it. Now next, the dimension of a cuboid are 5 cm, 3 cm and 2 cm. Draw 3 different isometric sketches of this cuboid. So here the answer of this question, 3 different. Okay, now next, 3 cubes edged with 2 cm are placed by side to form a cuboid. Sketch the oblique sketch of this cuboid. This is the isometric sketch and this is the oblique sketch. So both you have to draw in your copy. Here also you need to make an oblique sketch. So it is given in your book. You can take photocopy of it and paste it in your register directly. Then afterward, this you have to draw in graph paper. On graph paper you need to draw this. So see what is the difference. The side face here is changed into the front face. Okay, so this is the front, this front is grows here and the side will goes here is front. Okay, and this will become top. So like this you have to draw in the graph paper. Okay, notice the changes, see the figure thoroughly, then afterward you need to draw. Question number 5, give an oblique sketch and an isometric sketch for each of the following. A cuboid of dimension 5 cm, 3 cm and 2 cm. Is your sketch unique? A cuboid with the edge 4 cm long. So this is the answer. The sketch for the cuboid is not unique. Why? The cuboid can also be drawn by taking the length as 3 cm or 2 cm. This will lead a different view of the same cuboid. Now question number 1. Next exercise. Here what you need to do? Cut and check. You can do this work with the help of clay. Okay, take clay and afterwards you need to make a figures like this. First you can make a cuboid like structure, then take blade or knife and cut from vertically, then cut horizontally, again make, then cut horizontally, and see what kind of images you are getting. Okay, then you can do this. So this is the work which you can do practically. Then for a round apple you can take an apple, then cut their shape, die circular pipe. So when you will cut horizontally, so you will get the figure like this. Okay, this is the form of rectangle. If you cut a brick horizontally, here also you will get round shape. If you will cut a round apple means a circular apple, then you will see the structure like circle. If you will cut this die, then you will get the structure like square, in both ways. Now last exercise, which is based on the shadow. A bulb is kept burning just right above the falling solids. Name the shape of the shadow you will obtain. I told you at the time of explanation or introduction. Try this also. Take a ball and after take a ball and keep it in front of the wall. Then blow a torch. Then after see what kind of image you are getting or what kind of reflection you are getting on the wall and trace that picture. So here when you will enlighten the bulb in front of the wall and the ball is between there, then you will get the shape like circle. In cylindrical pipe you will get a rectangular circle, and in book here also you will get rectangle shape. Here are the shadows of the some 3D objects when seen under the lamp of an overhead projector. Identify the solid that match the each shadow. So a circle can be a compact disc or a ball. Square can be a dice or a chalk box. Triangle can be a triangular pyramid. And rectangle can be a notebook or cylinder. Okay. So this is not a relevant answer. There are numbers of answers are there in this question. Okay. You have to write an exact match of it. Now next, examine if the followings are true or not. The cube can cast a shadow in the shape of rectangle. Okay, a cube can shadow only in the shape of square. So therefore it is not possible. If you will place a torch in front of the cube, it always reflect a square on the wall. Whereas if we talk about the hexagon, the cube can cast a shadow of the hexagon, so that is also not true. Okay, so the answer is it can shape only a square. So this all work you have to do in your copy, and after completing it, I want to remind you from first your copying session will be started. Okay, so according to the class we will call you. So before that you all have to complete your copies, and I will give marks in your exam of your copies also. Okay, that's all for the today. Thank you and have a wonderful day.